The word ghost in English refers to the soul or spirit of a deceased person that can appear to the living. I believe in ghosts. I can remember sitting around my grandmother's table, listening with spellbound attention while she told me stories of all the unusual occurrences that happened in the house I was in at that time. I've always believed in ghosts. The fascination with ghosts, spirits, and hauntings has always been something people have pursued throughout the years. It has gone from holding hands around a seance table, waiting to hear a ghostly knock, the use of Ouija boards and spirit photography, to now advanced technology that can pick up unheard voices from beyond, seeking to prove the existence of apparitions using scientific techniques and devices. Ghost hunting is an investigation of a location that is believed to be inhabited by a spirit or somewhere paranormal activity has taken place. There are multitudes of ghost hunting organizations right here in my own state of Massachusetts, and tons of sites online where you can go and purchase specific equipment to use for this purpose. Ghost hunters use a variety of electronic devices, including EMF meters, which detect possible unexplained fluctuations in electromagnetic fields, video cameras, digital audio recorders, and an ovulus, a device designed to respond to electromagnetic field variations with words from a pre-programmed dictionary. More traditional techniques are also used, such as conducting interviews and researching the history of haunted sites. There really is no particular device that can detect ghosts. What you are using is reading such things as changes in temperature, magnetic fields around you, heat signatures, signs that have been historically associated with evidence of a spirit present. If you turn on Discovery or Travel Channel, there are probably 20 or more shows dedicated to the whole paranormal gambit. Ghost hunting shows that visit locales all around the world, from famous historic locations to a house in a small neighborhood where the owner is ready to move out due to activity that can't be logically explained. It has become a staple of television programming. It's a big seller as it is a peek behind the veil of life. It gives people a small sense of why we are here and what happens after we're gone. It extends purpose beyond our life and lets us see what could be after our death. Are we able to look after our loved ones when we are gone? Can I knock something off a table 60 years from now to let someone know they're making a family recipe incorrectly? People want to think so. In capturing a voice, a shadow, it shows that maybe there is more than what we can see around us every day. On the other hand, these TV shows are popular because sometimes being scared is fun. I have to be dragged kicking and screaming into a haunted attraction such as Fear Town or Barrett's, but I will pay any amount of money to go visit and investigate a house that is haunted. Massachusetts and the surrounding area can lay claim to some of the most active and haunted locations, from the old Quaker cemetery in Leicester known as Spider Gates to the Bridgewater Triangle. You don't have to go too far to have a supernatural experience here. Last year, my family and I went to visit the Conjuring House located in Harrisville, Rhode Island. This house was made well known by the movie showcasing the Warrens' investigation of the Perron family haunting in the 70s. It is said to be the most active paranormal place in the world, and a portal cleverly disguised as a farmhouse. We spent the weeks leading up to the visit watching videos of former visits online, wondering and almost hoping we would be scared shitless during the investigation. It was fun to scare ourselves silly driving there, waiting to pull into the driveway and seeing the house looming in the background, waiting to see if the house would be as active as its history and website claimed. We spent 3 hours there, and sadly it seemed, to me at least, like an overhyped cash grab, still trying to hold on to stories of whatever may have once haunted this house in the past, where most of our time spent there was playing the clap game, made famous in the 2013 movie, instead of being allowed to investigate the house, the actual reason for our visit. I didn't expect to be inundated with ghosts and ghouls stepping into a supposed haunted location, of course, but to me the whole feel was off. It was just there. The house was just sitting there living off of its past. Visiting the Middleboro town hall a few years back was an altogether different experience. We ended up leaving with an EVP that was so unbelievable. To this day, I still randomly play it and get goosebumps from knowing whoever spoke into that recorder was was mere inches from us in that small upstairs bathroom, unseen to the naked eye, answering our questions and not sounding too happy with us being there.
Or who was it that people have seen tonight?
We went back to the Middleboro Town Hall again this year during its paranormal event. Built in 1870, the building has also served as a jail, morgue, post office, and was rumored to be cursed when it was built on Wampanoag burial grounds. Hauntings have been reported in the town hall by late-night workers. They experience mysterious voices, phantom footsteps, and sudden unexplained changes in temperature. There are reports of a happy giggling sound in the grand ballroom, possibly from a child spirit investigators have named Maggie, who fell from the balcony there and passed away.
Is Maggie up here with us?
Activity has been reported in the basement, the vicinity of the jail cells in which I spent some time on my last visit in. I was there with a digital recorder in hand, seeing if anybody wanted to proclaim their innocence from beyond the grave. You may not get things flying off the shelves, but are more likely than not to leave with something reaching out, voices from the ether embedding themselves on digital recordings, answers to questions posed in empty rooms, energy taking the form of EVPs.
Do you want the guys to leave the bathroom?
A lot of people, when asked about their thoughts on ghosts and hauntings, say, "I'd need to be pushed down a flight of stairs to believe." I don't need that type of experience to extend my belief in the supernatural. Growing up, hearing stories about how my grandfather once saw a child's hand waving to him from a bed of an empty room, and having my own personal experiences as the years went by, solidifies for me that while not every bump in the dark can be chalked up to a spirit from the afterlife, there may be a few that are unexplained enough to fall under what I would believe is a ghostly encounter.